It was Thomas Jefferson who said, nobody can acquire honor by doing what is wrong. Recently, in faraway Banjul, in Gambia, the 22nd Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Faruk Yahaya, was honored with the award of the most outstanding Chief of Army Staff in National Defense, an award as the best in the land in Africa by Security Network Africa. Commander of the Army Infantry Corps, Major General Victor Ezeogu, was also honored for gallantry. These awards are in recognition of the Chief of Staff efforts in stamping out insurgency, especially with the use of MRAP military vehicles. We here say happy congratulations to these guys. Today you told me about this Major Ezeogu, this MRAP.
General Nzogu.
Sorry. I was thinking of that 1960 Ezeogu. Major General Victor Ezeogu. Ezeogu.
Okay, I think that's a sort.
Okay, let's just show you this clip.
Thank you so much. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. An award for courage, bravery, commitment, and patriotism. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Before you take your seat, I would like to ask you a question. Not right here, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm sure tonight is a good night. You are an amazing man, and we want to appreciate you. So, but before we do that, you're smiling very beautifully. Can you please express your heartfelt gratitude, please? Thank you, sir.
I want to give gratitude to Almighty God, who has been so nice to me in my career in the Nigerian Army. I want to thank all my mentors, those who prepared me for the job I'm doing for the Nigerian Army. One of them is the Chief of Naval Staff seated here, who bring me from Abyssinia Battalion. I want to thank you so much, sir, and your classmates. I want to thank each
as a voter, voter. Okay. As one of the voters.
I used to earn this award. I want to thank the Chief of Army Staff, my boss, this General Faruk Yahaya, who appointed me the Commander Infantry Corps and held me in confidence. And I want to thank him for the honor he has given me to serve Nigeria in that capacity. I dedicate this award to all the officers and soldiers of the Germany.
Wow, Jide.
Yes,
our soldiers doing us proud outside the shores of Nigeria.
Yes, General Ezeogu is already well respected among his colleagues, not just for gallantry, but whenever you talk about that MRAP, the Nigerian Army MRAP, named after him by the former Chief of Army Staff, Brate, you are bound to, your mind is bound to go to the former Charter Commander of Operation Lafia Dole, a man who has excelled everywhere, is given the opportunity. Today is the commander of the Nigerian Army Infantry Corps, and he's still making his mark. He represented the Nigerian forces at this event, and he brought the award for the best army on land to the Chief of Army Staff. And the Chief of Army Staff also got an award of his own for leadership. So I congratulate Lieutenant General Faruk Yahaya and Major General Victor Ezeogu, because it's not easy to go to another country and receive recognition in this manner. We have many good armies in Africa to be rated as the best, and for Ezeogu to be honored for gallantry is something that he should be really proud of.
Wally, when you look at the quality, and when you look at what we used to have then and back now, you see somehow the institution, they've been able to sustain that standard in spite of the way things are changing in the country. It's not all these generals that are exposed to the Sandals trading that we used to have before, or the undersalts, all these big schools that you used to go for those trading. They cancelled it. I don't know why, but then these generals are still holding their own.
Well, if you look at what I call the Nigerian gene, we are excellent in almost every field. Even we are talking about space technology, medicine, everywhere. So, and the Nigerian military is not different. If you look at some of the peace missions that Nigerians have participated since 1960s, in Congo, in Lebanon, in the UN peace mission in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, Nigerians always come out to be one of the best in performance, in everything, discipline and all that. So I'm not surprised that, he is getting this award. And if they are saying Nigeria is the best land force in Africa, I don't think I can doubt it. Because in Africa, maybe you are talking about Egypt, you are talking about South Africa, Tunisia, and I think Nigeria can compare favorably with all these countries. So what this thing has shown clearly that is that
when it comes to the country.
Is that in terms of manpower, in terms of training, if Nigerians are given the opportunity to operate in a conducive environment, the best will come out of them. They will excel. Nigerians have produced no fewer than 100,000 peacekeepers, and they have participated in about 40 peacekeeping missions all over the world. And everywhere they go, they always get award. That shows that Nigerian soldiers are some of the best. But they cannot isolate themselves from the operating political economic environment, where there's corruption, where there's lack of recognition for good conduct, where the emoluments are not paid on time, just like our footballers. So Nigerian soldiers are wonderful, they are amazing, and all these awards have shown that with the right environment, we can actually be one of the best, not just in Africa, but also in the world.
So then let's look at the end of the day, our own war against insurgency.
Yes.
Now, we can't just sit here to just criticize them every time when they are not doing well. It seems they are getting some things right up north now.
Yes. When I went to Maiduguri in December last year, I reported progress.
Yes.
No one...
Christmas.
Yes, last Christmas, I spent Christmas in Maiduguri. No one can say that, Jide lied. There's no progress. When was the last time you heard that a Nigerian army base in Borno was overrun? But they used to do that now. Even if the army will sometimes not admit it, or rarely will admit it. But we knew it was happening, and we were losing troops.
Losing equipment.
In fact, the whole idea of setting up super camps was to make it difficult for those to overrun, yes. Because the idea of super camp was to take equipment from these little bases here and there, concentrate them in one big camp.
Still, they were still
some of those super camps were overrun. That's a fact. But today, that sort of thing is not happening. Whether it's Dikwa or no, nobody has gone to any Nigerian army base, in about a year now to say you have overrun them in the northeast. No, it's not happening. They can kill them, they can kill soldiers through ambushes here and there. No one can stop that. That will happen in anywhere you're involved in unconventional warfare like this. Ambushes will be common because troops need to move around, either for admin reasons or even for
supplies.
For logistics and all that, to restock your supply. You must move around. And in the process, they can attack you. But even in the Lake Chad, the Tumbus, the islands of Lake Chad, the Tucanos have dealt so severely with these people.
Super Tucanos.
That's what I'm telling you.
We've been running AY
to move, they were saying, you were shouting about these Tucanos. What the Tucanos have done, Ayo, to even move around the way they used to move around is extremely difficult. Because they know
if you're not sure,
they will be sighted. We have a reconnaissance aircraft moving around. Once they sight them, they will call for bombers. And bombers will exterminate them. The good thing about the Tucano is the precision strikes. You are sure that this one will not go and kill innocent people. Once it takes aim at the object, the accuracy is guaranteed. And those guys are in trouble. And it doesn't need to get very close to take out the enemy. So you are able to still protect the life of the pilots and the rest of them. So we are doing very well in the Northeast. I'm proud of the successes that we are recording there. I used to criticize them because I love my country. I wanted them to win. And I'm happy that a good number of these soldiers, they realized that what I was doing was right. In fact, when we met the other day on the Lagos Island, 81 Division, they were saying that some of the things that you say helps us to get better. But those who abuse you for criticizing the army, they do not realize that you are doing it for the good of everyone.
Just take a look at this MRAP now.
This is actually what is it called?
APC?
APC.
Okay.
A Chinese-built APC.
Okay. Oh, it's a Chinese-built APC,
Yes.
not our MRAP.
No, this is not MRAP.
But this equipment will go a long way.
This is Tucano.
This is
The
Tucano.
president bought equipment for the army.
And we have
in
like 12 of these
unprecedented
now.
numbers. You know, we have a lot now. And it will help the army even when peace is finally restored in that area. At least it will be part of our inventory in future. We know that we have this thing. So good news from that side. It's in the northwest and north central that we need to deal decisively with the bandits. But with Boko Haram and ISWAP, God knows that we've made tremendous progress.
At the end of the day, the money that has been invested into this sector will not go in vain.
No, never in vain. It's not too, there's nothing to invest in security that is too much. Because if people are not secured, you cannot talk about any economic development. So there's no doubt that in the past 7 years, this present regime has invested so much, in terms of equipment, and the capacity building of the Nigerian security armed forces. Like Babangida said, they always be there and useful, either in terms of external aggression or internal uprising.
Like when we acquired this fighter jet from Pakistan, people say, do we really need a fighter jet? What we need are bombers and all that. Yes, the enemy does not threaten us aerially. Issues of dogfights between two fighter jets may not happen. But that is now. No one knows what will happen in future. So even if you are selling an F-16 to me,
yes,
and I know that, am I going to be involved in dogfights?
Look at yourself.
But one day it may happen. You may be facing a very capable army that has fighter bombers, that have fighter jets and all that. So it will still be useful.
All right.